Good day everyone, this is Sandra and I'm here today at this most beautiful environment centre of Cushnie, which is a land very dear to my heart that is now up for sale. It's a 600-acre block with amazing biodiversity, as you can hear in the background. And basically the idea is to raise funds for this beautiful land and donate it to nature. So basically have it as a sanctuary for wildlife. There's amazing amount of species living here. It's been in recovery over a decade now. And all of the land around this entire district has been grazed to the maximum. So when you look at the maps, you know, there's very little vegetation left. And this 600 acres has got a recovering bush that has got different habitats with different native species, some of them that are becoming quite endangered in the area as well. So it's a lovely opportunity to keep this land in perpetuity for wildlife and this recovering vegetation. So basically the idea is that there will be funds raised to buy it, to continue the care of this land and to care for it through management of some of the introduced species, both animals and plants, and allow all the beautiful native flora and fauna that's been endemic to this area to recover as much as possible. And obviously into the future create a very, very, very exciting place for people to visit as an iconic place that people can see what is possible when we love the land and when we care for it. And that is the idea behind this project. So if you'd like to contribute to it, please go down to the description and you'll see how to do that. And we hope to raise over $1 million towards the project and then have someone like myself, for example, caring for this land with their whole heart and their whole soul for years to come and for future generations to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful landscape that I'm completely in love with. There are 3 possible outcomes as to the potential future of the Environment Centre. So the current owner that is selling the Environment Centre is the God's Way Ltd organisation, who would ideally like to sell the land to someone who feels passionate about the environment and its conservation. So my desire is to purchase the Environment Centre and become its custodian. So the purpose of this video is to raise over 950,000 Australian dollars to purchase the Environment Centre. I would then apply for a conservation agreement to protect the land as a nature refuge. In order for me to live in the house that's on there, it needs some upgrades and renovations, which I would cover by selling my own property, which has a market value of 200,000 Australian dollars. I will then run the Environment Centre as a donation-based nature education service described in this video. And this would also be set up in order to generate enough donations to cover the land rates, which are over $4,000 a year, as well as to maintain the land, for example, the roads. The second option is to generate enough funds for the God's Way organisation to keep the Environment Centre. However, the organisation has greater goals of developing the function centre, so the Environment Centre might have to be sold in the future to generate the necessary funds. So you can also donate directly to God's Way towards its various projects by using the link in the description below. And the third option is that anyone who wishes to buy the Environment Centre can do so, but then it would be up to the person or the people who buy it as to what they would like to do with the land. So these are the 3 potential outcomes for the Environment Centre. If you wish to learn more about it and see some of its beauty, then stay tuned for the next 8 minutes as I explain the significance of the Environment Centre and my desire for its future. Otherwise, head to the link provided below if you're interested in its purchase. So this beautiful land is currently in the tender hands of the God's Way organisation. Despite the love of the God's Way organisation for the Environment Centre, it is selling it in order to generate funds for building an auditorium for the purpose of teaching God's truth to benefit humanity. The God's Way organisation has maintained the land by maintaining the roads as well as through removal of some of the introduced vegetation. So the Environment Centre has been well looked after by the God's Way organisation, who would like to see the land taken care of well into the future. The Environment Centre is situated in the South Burnett region of South East Queensland. As you can see from this Google Earth map, the 600-acre Environment Centre is covered by vegetation, compared with most of the surrounding land, which has been extensively grazed or farmed. Besides this piece of land, the only other vegetated patches in the surrounding area are state forests. While the Environment Centre has historically been deforested and grazed, it has been left to recover for some significant amount of time now. Google Earth maps date back to 1985, showing that the land has had that significant vegetation cover on it already back then. So this land currently serves as an extremely valuable habitat for wildlife and provides an opportunity to serve as a seed bank from the 4 regional ecosystems that exist here. The value of the Environment Centre also lies in the fact that the landscape is in the process of regeneration, and its significant size provides an invaluable opportunity to learn and document how the land recovers and how the ecosystem restoration process works. One of the ways I'd like to achieve that is through setting up a citizen science initiative, where individuals who feel passionate about biodiversity would look for and document the species found at the Environment Centre. My favorite way to do that is by organizing BioBlitz events where passionate biologists and ecologists engage the citizen science community in biodiversity documentation over a 48-hour period. These fun-filled community events would be set up on a regular basis to generate accurate biodiversity data in order to measure ecosystem regeneration over time. There are several threatened and endangered species which are present at the Environment Centre, possibly including the endangered greater glider, which has been spotted here in the past. It would be wonderful to establish the presence of this magnificent creature and to monitor its populations on this land. These animals require large hollows to breed in, and the Environment Centre has many old trees which provide invaluable breeding sites for these and other threatened species, including other gliders, owls, and parrots. And given the unprecedented rates of vegetation clearing happening across Queensland, the Environment Centre provides a rare opportunity to conserve the greater glider and other threatened species, such as the koala, for example, which is also now endangered and is often spotted here. The conservation of the Environment Centre is key to the area, as it is one of the few remaining habitats for wildlife in the region. The Godsway organisation has had a vegetation survey carried out at the Environment Centre back in 2020 by Native Plants Queensland, led by a local botanist, Lauren Pinwill. The Environment Centre is comprised of 4 regional ecosystems, one of which is of concern in terms of its conservation status, and likely to contain at least 7 threatened and/or endangered plant species. My plan is to repeat the survey and keep monitoring its plant diversity over time as the land continues to regenerate. So whatever the future holds for this beautiful land that I'm so in love with, I would love to be able to learn more about it, document its species, and share that information with you guys. However, in case the donations I receive as a result of this video are insufficient to cover the purchase of the Environment Centre, or it is sold before enough funds are generated, any funds received will instead go towards the Terraces project. This incredible project began in 2018 through the generous donations of the Godsway directors and volunteers, where large terraces were created on a hillside of a very damaged landscape that has been devastated through farming practices and reverse contouring. The function of the terraces is to capture all the water that is coming down from the top of the slope so that it can slowly seep in and percolate throughout the landscape, rehydrating the landscape in order for vegetation to be able to grow. As a result, these terraces have created the perfect environment over the last 5 years or so for the sown seed bank to produce a biodiverse ecosystem, despite the severe droughts we've had over that time period. And in order for that project to be completed, more funds are required to create more terraces. So whatever eventuates, either way, I endeavour to document the regenerative processes that occur on either or both of those landscapes. So watch this space for continual updates over the coming years. I feel super excited about the potential of purchasing the Environment Centre and documenting its species. I can only achieve this dream through your donations, and I am very grateful to any of you who would like to contribute to this exciting project. I hope that many of you will enjoy some form of participation in this endeavour, and if you'd like to donate funds, please use the WISE account details provided in the description below. I will be creating frequent videos about the progress of this project to keep you updated. And now I invite you to enjoy a few short videos of the wildlife with the background of the sweet bird song that I have been able to capture at the Environment Centre. The links are in the description below. I hope you enjoy. Bye for now.